Hello again. This is just after I finished recording the last video, obviously. So for this video, I'd like to talk about something that's a bit sensitive for me, but I think it would help to talk about it and, get it out in the open. To give people who know me, who watch these videos, a better idea of this aspect. I may decide in the middle of it that I'm not comfortable sharing this, and yeah, you'll know because the video won't get uploaded. But anyway. My love life, or lack thereof, yeah. Well, what can I say about it, except that I haven't really had one. When it comes to for girls that I've known in person, whether through school or work, nobody's ever actually been interested in me that way, as far as I'm aware. There was one girl, but she already had a boyfriend, and she later emigrated to another country with her family, and she was she was like 3 years younger than me. I mean, at the time seemed like a lot, but it doesn't seem like it so much now. But yeah, the majority of the girls that I've met who have been, romantically or sexually interested in me, have been online. Obviously, that comes with its own issues, with distance, and the inability to really be any kind of couple in a long-term relationship, in a long-distance relationship, because you're all so far away. That there's no physical aspect to the relationship, and that is something that would be very important to me. Sitting on the sofa cuddling, watching your favourite TV programme, or sitting and playing video games together, or just doing anything together that you both enjoy, or even if you've got your separate things that you don't do together, you can still be with each other while you're doing them, and that is something that will be very important to me in a relationship, which obviously isn't possible when you know somebody online. There have been quite a few girls who have been romantically interested in me, so I know I'm not an unlikable guy. Girls do find me attractive, so I don't consider myself ugly or anything. It's just my lack of confidence and general my awkwardness with any kind of social scenarios that prevents me from doing that in real life. The only girls I've ever actually asked out in real life have said no, and there wasn't many of them. And of course, every time a girl says that, your confidence takes a knock, and you just, you don't really want to do that again. I have been sort of romantically involved with girls online. Uh, I did try a long distance relationship once, but uh, it it didn't work out because it what's the best way to put this? It was always lacking something, and yeah, we just felt it would be better if we stopped, because it wasn't exactly likely to go anywhere other than online. Yeah. There was a girl I met through Tumblr who I was very keen on. I cared about her a lot. She was one of the most beautiful girls I'd ever seen, and she genuinely cared about me. And we said that we would like to have a relationship together, but stuff came between us, and we don't talk anymore. Haven't for about a year. Because obviously I miss her, but at the end of the day, you shouldn't dwell on that, because it will just sort of make you miserable. I do feel like I'm lacking companionship in my life, and I tried to make up for that in other ways. You know, when I was once talking about my computer stuff with my mum, and I had this a similar conversation with another tech female friend I had, and I said that it's like these old computers and stuff, they fill sort of a void in my life that probably would be filled if I got a girlfriend. So I buy these things, I play with them. They give me sort of temporary distraction from day to day troubles and my loneliness and depression and stuff. And the money I spend on that sort of thing is money that I would spend on a girlfriend if I had one. But of course I don't have one, and I don't see myself getting one anytime soon. I could, if I wanted to. I could go and find someone online and have a long distance online relationship, but it wouldn't exactly be fulfilling. And there are things that you can do to make up for the lack of physical contact and all of that. But even though I'm, I would say that I don't like people, but I crave affection, I would say. But unfortunately, I don't have an outlet for that. So, yeah. There are girls that I know that right now that I'm interested in, and would have a relationship with them if I could, and most of them feel a similar way about me, but it's it's really frustrating when you find someone that you're really keen on and who's really keen on you, but the distance is just ridiculous. We're talking thousands of miles here, and it makes me despair a bit that if I lived somewhere else, nearer to these people that I know, of course I could have friends and I could have relationships with them. But if I had been born in America and lived there, then I probably would be in a sort of similar situation anyway. Though at least if I was, at least being born in America, if I met people online in America, it would be a hell of a lot easier to visit them. And if you're talking about relationships with people, even if the person that you're interested in lives on the other side of the country, really, if, as long as you come to an agreement, say one of you moves in to the other's house, you can literally just pack up your things and go and live with them and try to find a job in their area and stuff. But that's not a realistic proposition for me because, of course, I'm not American. I would have to emigrate. That costs a lot of money. You'd have to find a place to live. You'd have to find a job. And if I couldn't find a job, I'd have to go on American welfare and see about getting some sort of disability. And then, of course, if you break up, what the hell are you going to do? You just have to go back home, having wasted all of that money and time going over there. And yeah. It's something that I wish I could do, but I don't really think I can. All sorts of problems and loopholes and stuff to go through. And then, like I said, you run the risk of breaking up and being on your own and then having to come back home again. Yeah, money being no object, I would either move over to the States or I'd, move a girl I was interested in over here, but unfortunately I don't have that kind of money. So I'm just left, sitting on my lonesome, lonely, unattached, getting emotionally invested in people I really shouldn't, because there's no hope of any kind of real relationship with them, or any kind of relationship at all. And then, them getting into a relationship with somebody else, and then, me, feeling somewhat heartbroken as a result of that. But I do really wish things were different. You know, I'm content sitting at home playing games and watching TV and not having a social life, but I crave companionship. Unfortunately, I don't really know where to get it. I mean, it's hard enough interacting with people in a, just a regular social aspect, but trying to court a woman or girl, whatever, with this whole bloody Asperger's bollocks. It would be like fighting an uphill battle. I'm a serious disadvantage as it is. Yeah, some of my online experiences haven't been great either. I mean, there's girls who have been interested in me. I've been interested in them, and we've been starting out as friends and everything, and then getting sort of slightly romantic and flirty and all of that, and sort of progressing forward, but then something will happen, and she'll get completely put off, and it's like I can feel when it happens. It's like, oh God, it's happening again, because I'm a social idiot. I can't interact with people properly, and it just makes relationships even more difficult. And the girl realises that I'm a bit weird, a bit too weird for her, and it just ends in heartache. I'm waffling and talking too much again. Yeah, this is all pretty personal stuff, and I probably shouldn't say a lot about it, just skirt around stuff, but I'm not very easy to get on with in any aspect. I just hope one day I can find a girl who's very understanding, and can see past my foibles and faults and social issues, not get put off by them. No, it's not. Due to my lack of success, it doesn't seem likely. Well, I should probably end it here. I've been out for like 2 hours, so I should go. We should be going home anyway. So anyway, thank you for watching. Like I said, any questions, comments, whatever, just you know what to do. Be seeing you.